In December 2025, the European Commission proposed some of the most significant changes to the EU Medical Device Regulation, or MDR, and the In Vitro Diagnostic Regulation, IVDR, since they came into force. Now, let's be clear, these changes are not a rollback. They are a course correction. Today, I'm going to break down why these changes were proposed, what is actually changing, how this impacts diagnostic and pharmaceutical companies, and most importantly, what it all means for companion diagnostics and the future of precision medicine in Europe. So, why did the EU have to act? Well, MDR and IVDR were introduced with great intentions to improve patient safety, transparency, and clinical evidence requirements across Europe, but in practice, the implementation exposed some serious challenges. We saw severe notified body capacity constraints, long and unpredictable certification timelines, and rising costs, especially for smaller and medium-sized companies. And under IVDR, there was a very real risk of diagnostic shortages. By 2024 and 2025, it became crystal clear that without some kind of intervention, Europe was at risk of losing innovation, delaying patient access to new technologies, and disrupting the supply of essential diagnostics. The December 2025 proposal is the Commission's response to this crisis. It's about preserving safety while restoring feasibility and competitiveness for the industry. Alright, so what is actually changing under MDR and IVDR? First up, the Commission is proposing targeted simplification. This means reducing unnecessary administrative burdens, applying more proportionate conformity assessments for low-risk products, and improving the predictability of how notified bodies operate. It's important to stress this does not mean lowering safety standards. It's about focusing regulatory effort where the risk is highest. Second, and this is the big one for diagnostics, we have extended transitional periods. For IVDR, Class D devices now have until the end of 2027. Class C devices, which include most companion diagnostics, get until the end of 2028. And Class B and sterile Class A devices have until the end of 2029. But there is a catch. These extensions only apply if manufacturers have a compliant quality system, have an active application with a notified body, and have not made any significant design changes. This is designed to prevent products from being pulled from the market while the compliance work continues. Third, the proposal acknowledges the new reality of digital health and AI-driven diagnostics, while MDR and IVDR will remain the core regulatory frameworks. The EU is working to better align them with the new AI Act. The goal is to reduce duplication and confusion, especially for software and algorithm-based products. So, what does this all mean for diagnostic companies? Simply put, this reform provides some much-needed breathing room, but it is definitely not a free pass. The extensions will help you maintain market access and reduce the immediate pressure. But regulators are still expecting real, tangible progress toward full IVDR compliance. Your company should be using this time to reprioritize your product portfolios based on risk and commercial importance. You need to secure your notified body capacity as early as possible, and you should be strengthening your clinical performance data and your post-market evidence strategies. It is also time to prepare for the full implementation of EUMDR and all the life cycle obligations that come with it. In short, use this extra time wisely. Now, what about pharmaceutical companies? Pharma companies are impacted whenever their drugs intersect with devices or diagnostics, which is happening more and more in the world of precision medicine. These reforms are good news because they reduce the risk that a drug gets approved in Europe without a viable diagnostic test available to go with it. However, regulators are increasingly expecting pharma sponsors to take more direct responsibility for companion diagnostic availability, for ensuring the drug and diagnostic labels are aligned, and for managing lifecycle changes for the diagnostic. The message from regulators is clear: you can no longer treat companion diagnostics as just an external dependency that someone else will handle. This brings us to companion diagnostics, or CDX, which is where these reforms truly matter most. Under IVDR, CDX remain high-risk products. They require a notified body assessment, a scientific consultation with the European Medicines Agency or national authorities, and very strong analytical and clinical evidence that links the test directly to the drug's benefit. The 2025 proposal does three really important things for CDX. First, by extending the transition periods, it reduces the immediate risk of legacy companion diagnostics being forced off the market. Second, it aims to improve the predictability and coordination between the diagnostic certification process and the drug approval timelines. Third, it signals a more pragmatic use of global clinical data and bridging strategies, but without lowering the actual evidence bar. But for enabled companion diagnostics, things get even more complex. These products might be considered high-risk under IVDR, and they could also be classified as high-risk under the EUA Act. This means companies developing these technologies must plan for parallel compliance, not sequential. You have to tackle both frameworks at the same time. So, what should you be doing right now? Whether you're a diagnostic or a pharmaceutical company, the priorities are quite clear. First, map out all of your products that are relevant to MDR, IVDR, and companion diagnostics. Second, lock in your engagement with a notified body as early as you can. Third, integrate your CDX readiness plans directly into your drug development timelines. Fourth, build cross-functional teams that bring together your regulatory, clinical, quality, and digital experts. And finally, actively monitor the legislative progress of these proposals as they move through 2026. This is not a wait-and-see moment. This is a strategic execution phase. Let's look at the big picture. Here, the December 2025 MDR and IVDR proposal sends a clear signal from Europe. Innovation is welcome, precision medicine is essential, but success will belong to the companies that plan early, execute rigorously, and treat diagnostics, especially companion diagnostics, as the core strategic assets that they are. Europe is giving the industry more time, but it's not giving it more tolerance for delay. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more updates.